Good day guys, I have gone widescreen today for a special reason, and I don't know if you remember from a few videos ago, but I said that I had some big jobs coming in, some big projects and quite special projects, and this is one of them. And the guitar I've got in at the moment is, believe it or not, a 1967 Gibson Les Paul Custom, and I'm just going to go and grab it out of its case. And it's legit, it's real, but it is a big project, this one. I'm just going to lay it down. Now, I don't know if I'm taking this job on yet. I've got the job here. The owner wants me to do it. Well, there's nobody else that would do it. But he's chosen me out of all other people he's seen. We've talked at length. We talked many times on the phone before he came down to the workshop. And I'm going to show you the guitar. And it weighs a ton, and there it is, and it is a genuine 1967 Les Paul Custom. Now I don't know if it's 1967, well, we're not entirely sure, but the serial number on the back gives us 3 dates. It gives us 1963, 1967 or 1973. We know it's not a 1963. We also believe it's not a 1973 because his dad owned it before. Now the serial number on the back is 114496, and we believe that that is 1967. So why has this come in? Well, it's come in because you know them really flat frets we used to put on Gibsons at some point? This has them. There's nothing on the frets at all. I'm also just noticing a lot of chips on the fingerboard. This has been refretted before. This has had a refret, and the nibs were removed before as well, just noticing that now. But there you go, there's nothing on those frets at all, absolutely no height. If you zoom in and look really closely, you'll see that this binding has had the nibs cut off. So why is it in? Well, I'll show you why it's in. Look down the neck, it's twisted. And it is twisted 3 degrees. It's twisted from the bass side down to the treble side, and it's a big twist. And my job, I have 2 jobs on this, and it is 1, to remove that twist, get the neck straight, and 2, to refret it. Now that in itself, that's going to be a £500 job, that is, we're looking at. I doubt I'll be able to get it any less than that. I've already just seen here, I know it's been refretted because of all the chips in the fingerboard, and they've not been repaired, they've been left. I'm going to bring this right up to the camera. And look at the fingerboard, all around here there's chips everywhere. So this has already been refretted, and it's been refretted badly. That makes my job more difficult, that's why I've upped the price ever so slightly. So what can I tell you about this guitar? Well, it belongs to a guy called Dave Evans, and Dave is in a band called Seed. That simple, S-E-E-D. I've listened to Seed, and they're not bad, you know. And if you want to go and check them out, and this is a plug here, I told Dave I'd plug his band. You want to go to seedbrothers.net and check them out. Just reading through his notes here. Right, yes, very good. So that is the guitar, 1967 Les Paul Custom. I didn't know it had been refretted before. It is blatantly obvious to me now that it has been refretted because of all the chips in the fingerboard. I'm going to go and ring Dave up in a minute and talk to him about it. It also is going to need, the fingerboard's going to need to be re-radiused. The original nibs have been removed. I can see that now blatantly. So it's been refretted before. It's also going to want a new nut and a setup. Now, I've not checked the electrics or anything on it yet. I'm going to do that shortly. Now, how am I going to fix this guitar? Well, you see, Dave is come to the conclusion that if anyone can fix this guitar, I can. And he's probably right there. You know, it's something that I do. How am I going to fix it? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heavily clamp this end of the guitar, and we're going to twist this back under heat. But what we don't want to do is, 1, we don't want to snap the neck. So for starters, we will have the truss rod loose. It's all about how I clamp it and how I twist it and get it to hold there. And the most important thing, and the most difficult part of the whole process, is going to be getting the heat in there without it damaging anything or without it damaging the lacquer or whatever. If the worst came to the worst, I will probably have to remove the fingerboard. But the thing is, if I remove the fingerboard, it means removing the binding and everything, and it's going to cost £1,000 to get the guitar all put back together and put right. So I'm going to try and do it without removing anything. I may find it a lot easier to work if I remove the frets. So I think we're going to have to remove the frets regardless. Now that in itself is no mean feat, because they're that flat, they might even be difficult to remove. But what I am initially going to do is, I'm going to remove the frets, I'm going to remove the tuners, I'm going to remove the nut, I'm going to clamp the guitar, it's going to go on my neck vise. Now the thing is, I do have the Vincent neck vise that I built, which is a copy of the Stumac. What I've decided to do is, being as I've got this job on, I'm going to go and buy the Stumac Erlewine guitar neck jig. Now that is going to cost me £550, and I'm buying it so I can do this job. I'm not buying it just to do this job, I'm buying it because I'll be able to use it on other jobs anyway. I've got other necks I've got to straighten, so it will be great for that. But I was specifically going to, I can't do this guitar until I've bought it, so I'm going to go buy it in a minute. Big outlay, £550 for one tool, like I say, but I would not be able to fix this guitar without buying the tool. So that's what I'm going to do. And the good thing about that is it means I can clamp the guitar in really tightly at this end to about here, and then we can work on, because we're going to have to twist the neck probably from about this area to this area. I've not worked out exactly how I'm going to twist it yet. There are a couple of ways I am thinking of that I can do. I've talked to my friend Danny Lint down at LeicestershireLuthier.co.uk. Danny Lint took over from my good friend Nigel Roberts, who was better known as a Leicestershire Luthier. Nigel Roberts, what he doesn't know about guitar teching and luthiery, you can write on the end of a pin and still have room for the Lord's Prayer. So I'm going to go down and see those guys, hopefully this weekend. I'm good friends with Danny anyway. I'm going to talk to Danny because Danny's recently done one similar to this, and he says, I can tell you how I did it, blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to go and see Danny anyway. That is part of the plan. I'll talk to him, I'll talk to Nigel and see what they reckon. I'm pretty certain we're about to do something with this. My objective, what I need to do, right, is I need to get this straight and playable. It doesn't want to be hung on a wall. They want to play this. Dave wants to play this guitar. So he's given me a budget. I said, I doubt I can stick right into your budget, because I think we're might going to need some lacquering later on. If we're looking at lacquering later on, we're going to look at another £300 on top. So it's probably going to go over budget. I've got a budget of around about £700. I think if we need lacquering, we're going to go nearer 800. But if I can get away with doing this, and I don't mean get away, I'm not going to scrimp, and I'm not going to do an half-arsed job. I'm thinking I could probably do everything I need to do under £500. And that is what I'm going to do and where I'm going to be with this. So going to crack on. I'm not going to do anything else yet. I can't do anything until I've ordered the jig. So I just wanted to get this on film for now. Oh, I also wanted to get on film, this is for Dave's peace of mind, that I took receipt of this guitar, 1967 Gibson Les Paul Custom. It is in receipt of me. I took it, Victor Kroll of Fret Friend in Kirkby and Ashfield in Nottingham. I took receipt of this guitar in the month of, I believe, the month of May, year of our Lord 2020. It is here, it's on film. I've been trusted with this guitar, I've been trusted to fix it, and now Dave has proof, a video proof, that I have the guitar and he's got it on record if it ever goes missing or I decide to steal it and run off. So there you go, so that's it. So Dave Evans' guitar, a lot of work to do on it. Just again, plug his band. The band are called Seed. Go and check them out. The website is seedbrothers.net. You won't regret it. I'll see you in the next part of the video.